One.
Welcome to Steven and Steve's Cooking Show. For all you people who call me monkeys, this is how a monkey cooks.
That's right. Talk about it. Today we're cooking prime rib. Do you know anything about prime rib?
Nope.
You don't know nothing about prime
No,
rib? Where the
never.
prime rib come from?
You've never ate me eat it before.
Could you talk louder? They can't hear you. I want y'all to see what I deal with.
I've never eaten prime rib.
Do you know where it come from?
No.
You don't know what kind of meat it is?
Prime rib has not gone in my mouth.
Ooh.
Cow?
Could you say it louder?
Cows!
He didn't even know the prime rib came from a cow. But prime rib is one of the best cuts of meats that you can get from the cow. Okay. If you come closer, could you come closer over here?
Yeah.
Come a little closer on it.
And when we're done with this, we're going to be putting some Minecraft mod mini games.
Steve. Okay, y'all. Listen up. At first, we had a 22 pounder, and I cut it down into two roasts, okay? If you look at it, my hands are clean. I wash my hands. Okay.
Me too.
Again, this is Chef Steve.
And Chef
Okay, if you look here,
person.
it's 3 bones. Could you see the bones? And what I did is I trimmed the back so that you won't have that tough skin on the back of the prime rib. So when you go to cut through, and you want to get at least 2 steaks off each bone, it won't get all stuck and you won't have all those problems. We trimmed it up nice and clean, as you can see. Took off not all the fat, but some of the fat. Okay, you don't want to take off all the fat of the prime rib, because if you do, you're going to destroy the meat, the whole purpose. Now, I go with a basic seasoning.
Yes, seasoning that is delicious.
That is delicious, but in a great way, in a great fashion. If you could show them what I have here.
And also, I'm just about to say this. She might have to say the comments for us so we can answer their questions, like about the prime rib.
So if you have any comment or questions, or you want us to answer anything for you, what Steve is saying is that just type it in, and what's going to happen is Chandra, that's the one behind the camera,
If you say
she's going to read it off to us, and we'll be able to answer the questions. If there's anybody on there. I know it's early.
If you call me a monkey, I will destroy Earth.
And if you call him a monkey, he's going to destroy Earth. That's what he said. Okay, so where we're going here is that here we have the kosher salt.
Kosher salt.
Could you take a picture of it? Go close. Yep. Kosher salt. We have fresh black pepper. We're going to crush it ourselves.
Tell something.
We have butter.
Butter. Like
no.
Like
garlic butter, Mom.
Butter sauce.
It's just butter.
Unsalted.
Butter.
Sweet, unsalted.
Sweet, unsalted butter. And then here we have a bag of different herbs that I had put together that I love to cook.
Herbs.
Herbs. Stop. So rosemary is one of the best things you could ever use on prime rib.
Yeah.
Okay, I love to use a mixture of rosemary, thyme, and a couple other things. What they say?
Someone say, "Go ahead, nephew. Auntie will come get my plate."
That must be Aunt Janice.
Yep. I'll get you a plate.
So what we're doing right now?
Rex is their last name.
Oh, okay. Shalice. Oh, yeah. Okay. So what we did is the first. I wish I would have pulled it up earlier. You can bring it up to me now. I wish I would have done it earlier. Started the video earlier so you could see how we cleaned it up.
Yeah.
But what me and Little Chef did is we cut a lot of the fat from around it that was on it, and then I like to cut off the silver skin. It's that tough stuff that you don't want. I like to get it out the way.
And I like to eat.
And he likes to eat. So the good thing about prime rib, I had already put my mixture on there, so we're not going to get to that point. So you can't really see it from this end. I'm going to try another side.
To see another side?
Yeah, I just wanted you to see how the fat come down in it. and things of that nature. But I got a lot of my rub on it already, so you're not really going to get a chance to see it. So,
just for all you kids who are watching this, yes, you can eat this raw. If you play Minecraft, you can see that you can eat it raw.
Steve. Okay. So,
I'm just giving back.
So let's go back into it. The next step that we want to do is we want to get this butter soft. Okay. So you want to sit out your butter, and if you don't sit out your butter, you want to kind of mash it together. I like to use my hands, mash it together, put it in a ball, and I use a tool like this. Right?
Potato masher.
Yeah, potato masher.
Yeah, potato mash.
If you want an easier route to take, you can actually use a cheese grater and grate grate the butter already down, and then add your seasonings in it, and your seasoning and herb in it, and mix it together. Now listen, very important. You're only gonna add your herbs to your butter.
Yeah.
Somebody said say when we gonna do another fish fillet contest?
When
Who's that?
I still remember from school. Thomas.
Oh.
Thomas.
I think I won that contest too, Tom. He's another chef from school and part of Sigma Pi Epsilon, my fraternity. Al.
Yeah.
You're not a part of Sigma Pi. You wasn't there. Okay.
Somebody said, can you melt the butter in the microwave?
No, do not melt the butter in the microwave. Why don't you melt the butter in the microwave? Do you know?
Because if you melt it, then it'll be hard.
It'll be too soft.
It
Right.
won't have the right
In other words, if you melt the butter before you put it on there, it's not going to hold. Like if you look close, it become almost like a paste. Okay? And it's firm. You can see actually firm markings of the butter. If you melt it all the way down, it's just going to pour off. It's not going to hold the herbs and things of that nature the way it's supposed to. So no, do not put it in the microwave.
Never.
You want to soften it, and then you want to chop up your herbs and mix it with your butter.
And then drink some water.
Chop up your herbs and mix it with your butter. All right. So, actually, after your butter is soft and your herbs are chopped up, you want to mix them together. Make sure it's soft enough so that you can massage it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to be good because I'm on, live video, so you can massage it perfectly over your prime rib. Okay. Give me a second. I'm gonna wash my hands. Don't go nowhere, Chandra. Talk to little Steve, Chef Steve. I gotta keep my hands clean. Sorry.
Welcome to the main event, me. 'Cause I'm awesome. Now you're gonna see me stare at this prime rib until he's done.
What? Oh, wait.
Okay, now that just got boring, so I'm gonna stop. He's here anyway. What? Okay.
Somebody said what? What you gonna watch it now? That's what we like to call a herb compound butter.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
I love Thomas. You can tell it. You can tell when somebody came from a culinary house.
Well, the main event.
This is a herb compound butter, or a butter blend, or however you want to put it. It's perfect if you're actually cooking a steak or something like that, or a piece of chicken or fish or anything like this. This is something that you can keep in your refrigerator. The best way to do it is put your herb and your butter together, put it on some parchment paper, wax paper, roll it up into a tight knot, and put it in your freezer or your refrigerator. That way you can cut off when you need it. But at this point, we're going to put it on the prime rib and prepare it for the oven. Is there another question?
Any questions? Nope, no questions. Okay.
So,
10 people are watching.
10 people.
10 people are
while we're
watching.
waiting, we want to make sure the oven is preset to 300.
Bacon.
We're not going high with it. We're going low with it.
300. And then start. Preheat.
I don't particularly want to tell you how long to keep it in there. I'm going to be using a probe thermometer. And I want this to be perfectly at 125, which is medium. So 125. And I'm going to actually put my probe thermometer in. And I'm not going to open the oven until my probe thermometer beeps. All right? So. I'm not going to tell them the secret ingredient. We live. I do have a secret ingredient.
Okay. That was just something me telling people about humans are good people. So, yeah.
I'm sorry. I think he was, he was in the herbs earlier. So,
I ate too much candy.
So listen. Okay, after we get the butter on there, this is where I layer a amount of salt. Okay? Now, remind you, if you're going to put salt on it, you have to salt this meat. If you don't, that's what gives it its savory taste. If you don't put the salt on it, trust me, this will be a nasty piece of beef. You don't want to do that. Okay.
Beef.
So whatever you think that you can, the best way to judge how much salt that you're going to put on there is if you think it's too much, it's perfect. Okay? In other words, put 2 times more than what you think should be on there.
No, it's the kosher salt. Somebody said sea salt.
Sea salt is actually sea salt, volcano salt, earth salt are the 3 best. But because I don't have it here with me right now, I'm going to use kosher salt. I'm using the standard Morton's kosher salt. I would prefer to use an earth salt. It tastes a lot better. It's that brown orange salt. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't have that with me right now. So right now I'm using kosher salt, which works just as good.
No sea salt. No.
Okay. When you use those other types of salts, they give you more of a smoky flavor or smoky taste in them, and it gives your meat that same flavor. Who said what?
Larry said Himalayan.
Himalayan salt is actually that's another salt.
Now I bet.
Could you put that back in the refrigerator, please?
Any kids that are just thinking like me are wondering, can you use any other kind of black pepper?
You can use any other type of black pepper. What we choose not to use on a prime rib is a standard black pepper. Yeah. Why? It'll seep too far deep, and it'll actually cause too much spice. That's. I don't know if you ever.
Is really spicy.
I don't know if you ever boiled black pepper or anything like that. Because we're cooking it so slow. It will, to me, this is to me, I think it will mess with the flavor of the steak. So I try not to use this.
If you want to try it out, then...
Crushed black pepper, it sits on the top. And some chefs will tell you it'll burn. But for me, I like the flavor that it gives when it toasts up a little bit.
And it looks like from a restaurant. Yeah.
Garcelle said, what about onions?
Onions.
Garcelle, good question. When you go, I don't believe in wrapping this up, but when I'm going to make my RSU, so at the bottom of the pan, it's going to be at the bottom of the pan. If you look at the bones, normally I would cut these bones off and make it a rack, okay, and then sit this roast, tie it back up, and by the end of the day, I'm going to tie this up, and what's going to happen is under that rack. Under the bones, I'm going to layer onions, a little bit of green peppers, some garlic, carrots, and things of that nature. I'm going to layer it under it. I'm going to sit this on top like it's a rack, and then I'm going to allow it to create its own au jus. That way, at the end, I'll have a really good au jus to go with this. So yes, onions, garlic, herbs, all that is a must.
All right,
it's a must.
So other kids that are smart like me, of course I'm smart.
Okay.
And so they're probably thinking, what kind of pan do you use to cook this?
That's a good question, and we're gonna get back to that on the next part because I just want to finish with this.
That's right. We got a part 2.
Yes, but we're gonna. He asked the perfect question: is what's the best type of pan to use for these? Me, because I know I want to keep an au jus. I'm gonna do a nice size pan. I want to give it space so the air can go all the way around, and then I want to make sure to have a lip on it because I want to be able to catch the au jus and I don't want it to spill out. So, and it's going to come out with a lot of flavor coming out of this, off the bones and everything. So you make sure you want every bit of that au jus. Okay? And the fun part about that is that at the end when I'm done, hopefully I'll be able to take the bones off and it should still be a little red. I'm going to put them back in the oven and roast them. And then I'm going to roast them as long as I can. I'm going to pull it off and boil it to further along the au jus. Okay, I want to pull all the flavor out of the bones as possible. Only because I'm cutting this down for an event and they don't want it as steaks. So I'm cutting it all the way down.
You want a prime rib like it's supposed to be.
Okay. Give me a second. Steve, talk to him.
Okay, like I did last time, I will stare at it forever until he's done.
Could you get your cup off my counter for me?
Okay, how about this? I'll drink water.
Not over my
Not
steak.
over there. Yeah.
Hey! That's mine.
See,
You gotta.
you can't do that over food.
He's abusive.
Okay, y'all. I'm back. So now let's go to the salt. I already put some of the salt on. Like I said, I wish I would have started a little bit earlier with the video, but I wasn't thinking Deshandra was here.
Yeah. Somebody said, will the samples be available at homecoming tomorrow?
No, and
Brush
that must be DeAndre. Who was that?
Brandon.
Bradford.
Yes. And Garcelle said, brush some jerk on it.
Oh,
No, it's for catering for normal people, not us. It's like, okay, I love them. Okay, so we're gonna add a little bit of the kosher salt. Like I said, I already added some, so I just want you to see what I'm doing.
You have to
I'm
get on the
lightly
inside for more.
going over it. Okay, I don't want to pat this. I know a lot of people say pat it. I want it to sit on top. Okay, I'm coming all the way around. You might think it's a lot of salt. Some of you might think it's not enough salt. But just understand it's going to go through the meat and flavor the whole thing.
Good stuff.
Okay? All sides.
Every single side. If you get one side wrong, it'll just be.
Now, I know a lot of people going to think I'm crazy for doing the bottom. But it's the reason I'm doing the bottom. I'm actually doing the bottom to set it up for when I have to boil them later on. I want all that flavor already in there. Okay.
So,
Give me a napkin, Steve.
oh yeah. Now, so
I'm sorry, I don't have my rag on me.
you got the food and all that getting ready. But what's gonna be your sides?
The sides we're doing today is going to be rice pilaf. Pretty much it's only rice pilaf, and I'm going to do a au jus reduction, and I'm going to also have on the side mushrooms, onions, green peppers as side items for them to pull from. But it's other people bringing food to this particular event, so I'm only cooking prime rib, rice pilaf. I'm bringing au jus. I think I'm going to do a little Heineken gravy. I'm not sharing that with you guys. Heineken gravy, and I'm just going to do the mushrooms, green peppers, and onions for the sides on my side.
Two questions. Tracy Brown said, can you use another seasoning in place of salt due to health concerns?
Yes, you can. It's actually a couple things that you can use. Although if you're cooking prime rib, okay, good suggestion. If you're cooking prime rib and you don't want to utilize the salt, then my suggestion would be to don't trim down your fat as far. Still use the sweet butter, and it'll pull the sodium from the fat into your meat, and then flavor it a little bit more with herbs and things of that nature. I just say your prime rib needs salt. To me, that's just me. Is that somebody calling in the video? Who was that
I am
calling?
sorry, this is the middle of the video, but you gotta call 1 sec.
They can't see. I'm sorry. Somebody tried to call in the middle of the
I
video.
gotta use the bathroom anyway. I'll be
Steve,
back.
thank you. All right.
Oh, and another question. Somebody said, Brendan said, is it true that salt serves as a tenderizer?
Yes, sir. That is one major tenderizer. I know y'all. Okay. I know 9 times out of 10 somebody is watching me on this video and you keep calling. Could you stop calling? I will talk to you or take your order later.
Said, okay, thanks. I'm glad I'm married to meat cutter, your friend.
Charlie B. Charlie B. Charlie B is one of the best meat cutters, yes, there is. So whoever this is really trying to get in contact with us. But I'm not going to answer it until I finish this segment, this part. So the black pepper, like I said, I love for the black pepper to sit on top of the meat. So I'm going to do a fresh black pepper. With this, I don't really go on the sides. I keep it on the fat, and they do an excellent job for me.
Okay, I am back.
Why dry your hair, Steve?
Drying the hands.
Can you get a charger for your phone,
So,
please?
gotta clean up, guys. I'm sorry. Is there any other questions there?
Any other questions? And it's okay to direct some questions to me. I am free to answer questions
Okay.
as long as it's not about monkeys. Like I said,
You gotta get in the
You
shot
gotta come
too.
over here.
I warned you.
They're not
Do
saying
not talk about me
You have
being
to
a
kind of do it
monkey.
at an
I will
angle.
destroy
That's what it's
Earth.
about.
They did it last thing because
Okay.
this is the second one. You might be making another one at the camp.
All right. So now, after this, what we're gonna do with this prime rib, this beautiful prime rib? Could you see it? Could you give them a close shot up on it?
If we have background music, this will be awesome.
All right. That's the way that a prime rib should look when it's being prepped. It's something very important that you need to know about prime rib. When you are about to cook your prime rib, you need to at least bring it out an hour before. You want it to sit out an hour before. Some people say 30 minutes and things of that nature. And I know you all are thinking, all the chefs are saying, you're messing with your time temperature danger zone. It's nowhere near there, okay? I'm just saying, it needs to be room temperature before it goes into that oven. The same way you need to rest your steak after, you need to rest it before, okay? If you want a really good prime rib,
Oh yeah.
you need to do this, okay? It's very hard to judge your temperatures properly if you're putting it in the oven cold.
Somebody said, what did you season it with?
I seasoned it with black pepper,
And that's special.
kosher salt, sweet butter, not salt butter, sweet butter, and a group of herbs that I use. That's mainly thyme and rosemary.
And another one to Little Steve. This is for Little Steve.
Yeah.
How do you feel about your dad being a culinary artist? And what's your favorite dish you like to watch your dad cook? Gotta come over here.
Good.
Come over this way.
Great question. That is a pretty awesome question.
Come over this way.
Wow.
Over here.
My favorite food that I watched him make is either his burgers or his spaghetti. Now, those burgers, he made one last, I think, week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you
The one with the mushrooms?
like,
The one with the mushrooms.
Yes.
Yeah.
oh my God, that was good.
Mm.
Yeah. So, yeah, the burgers.
And what was the first part of the question?
How do you feel about your dad being a culinary artist or
How
culinary?
do you like that I'm a chef?
Yeah, I get to eat a lot. I like food.
So let me ask you a question. Do you want to be a chef one day?
Yes.
Yes. Why do you want to be a chef?
Because I like burgers.
Because
What?
you like burgers? Really?
That's the
That's the only way.
I like burgers.
Okay, we do have like a burger fetish. So
You gotta move over because it's a glare.
we do have like a burger fetish. I mean, we have all different types. We make all different types of burgers. So I would understand why he would love burgers. We do stuffed burgers and just we have fun with burgers. Period. I know somebody's saying something right now. I just saw you laugh. Okay, that was a really good question for him, and you did.
That was Garcelle.
That was Garcelle. I knew it had to be a smart person. All right. Is there any more questions before I wrap this particular part of the video up? And because I will come back and show you how to tie it up properly. Because when you have it, you don't want to cook it so loose. Okay. You want to be able to push it together and tie it tight. And the reason being is because if you look at the meat there, bring them a little close. You see how when you tie it tight, that's how you would cut the meat, okay? If you leave it flat, you'll be cutting in these long, flat circles, okay? So you want it up like this, okay? Nice and tight. So we're going to tie it. It's a 3-bone, so we're going to use 3 knots, okay? So I'm going to show you that. I'm going to still let it rest for a little while longer. It's still a little cold. So it's going to rest for a little while before it goes into the oven. And me and Little Chef Steve and Chandra, we will be back. Did anybody else have any questions before I go? Let's give them a couple more seconds before we click off. And, oh, I do have another one sitting over here to the side. So, that was one whole piece.
Yes.
I cut 2 different roasts out of it. This is actually a 4-bone roast. So that would get 4 knots. Okay?
Lanice is watching.
Lonnie.
She just said priceless.
Hey, Lonnie.
Hi.
Hey, Lonnie. Who else over there so I can say hi to people?
Hi, peoples, persons, humans.
Your aunt was on here. Your brother,
What's up, Larry?
Angelo,
What's up, Angelo?
Tamara,
Tamara.
okay.
Hey, Tam.
Marcel,
Marcel Robinson.
Jeffrey,
Jeffrey. Which Jeff?
Cherry,
Jeffrey. Oh, what's up, dude? How you feeling?
Queen T Wisdom.
Hey, Queen T. Terry.
Tracy, Brandon,
Tracy,
Garcelle.
matter of fact, I do have a message for Tracy. Could you tell your husband to come over here? I do want to get him to cut a half a cow for me, if you don't mind. We want to cut down a half a cow and have a little event in December. Half a cow. Whole half a cow.
Oh, half a cow.
Charlie B.
Robert Lee M. Gill.
Oh, wow. Robert Gill. He's one of the best singers I've known. He's from in Georgia. We went to a church, our home church, and me, Zion and me, and that's where I was actually licensed in ministry and all of these things. He is one of the greatest singers that I've run across.
Oh, is that the piano one?
No, he's not the piano player. He used to sing this song. I can't remember the name of the song, but he's amazing.
What are we going to send it?
I was like Chrissy.
I need a drink.
Dion King.
A Coca-Cola.
Really?
Huh? What'd you say? That's it.
Yeah,
I love you all.
Yeah, and
Nobody else
this is our
answered
outro music. This is made by my uncle, Larry. On the song.
I don't know if you should be playing this music out there, but
What?
this is made from his uncle. All right. I love y'all. We will be getting back to you. Chef Steve and Lil Chef Steve.
And
I'm still laying
see
these.
ya! See ya! Edit, edit, edit.